What's up, my friends? Today I'll be reacting to the don'ts of visiting Texas. This should be an interesting one, specific because I went to visit Texas one day. But before I go into that, let me ask you for one thing. If you can leave a like on this video, thank you so much for that. This is the best way to show support. If you can subscribe, oh man, forget about it. You make my day. Now, link for the original video in my description. What an amazing content creator. Give him some love. That said, you guys end up recommending this one quite a lot, so let's play it.
Hello travelers, Mark here with Walter's World, and today we're here in Texas, and today what we have for you are the...
Okay, just a quick pause. Bucky's, I already reacted to this store. I have a video on my channel. I will try to leave the video even here. Should appear right there, more or less, I'm not sure. But take a look at that if you want to see my reaction.
Don'ts of visiting Texas, because there's tons of stuff you do want to do when you're here. Yes, you got the major cities like San Antonio and seeing the Alamo, and Austin, all the cool stuff there, and Houston by the coast, and Dallas, and there's, you know, go up to Abilene. There's so many cool things to see here in Texas. But the thing is, when you come, sometimes you forget about the things you don't do, or you shouldn't do, or you should watch out for.
So before he actually goes into the things I should not do, let me say what I love about Texas. First, food. I mean, looks amazing. Barbecue from Texas. Oh man, actually another video that I have on my channel. I actually have two videos about Texas barbecue. I think people are amazing also in Texas. Not sure if you guys agree or disagree with that, but from my experience interacting with people that are actually from Texas that follow me on YouTube, what an amazing people. And I also think it's a beautiful state. Some people might say it's not the most beautiful state, and that could be a fair argument, but I still find it quite beautiful. So, beautiful state, food, amazing people. I mean, what not to like?
And that's why we have the don'ts of visiting Texas. And our first don't of Texas is, don't think you're going to get around quickly anywhere in Texas. Look, Texas is huge, and the thing is when you're going to try to get around the state, you're going to be driving, okay? There's not really a public transportation network that a tourist is going to use. So one, you're either going to be flying around, but most likely you're going to be driving. And the distances are huge when you are here, so you do need to be prepared for that. And so when you are coming here, you know...
Honestly, for me, this is even a more reality check because my country, Portugal, is so small that... I think I may get a bit overwhelmed at how big Texas can be, and in this case it is.
You gotta make sure you're ready to rent a car, though it's cool because all the rental cars are automatic and easy to do. But when you're driving around, don't forget to pay attention, because you'll see on the highways, it's like people are either going 95 miles an hour or 45 miles an hour. And so it gets a little scary sometimes, so make sure you really do pay attention. But it does take a long time to get anywhere. Also, that long time thing, not in a quick time, also deals within the cities, because Texas is growing so quickly. Cities like San Antonio and Austin, I mean, they're growing so quickly that sometimes it's hard.
Okay, question for you guys watching the video. Leave a comment, please. But everyone is telling me that Texas is growing super fast. Why? You know, I mean, seems an amazing place, don't get me wrong, but why all of a sudden Texas is doing so well and having more people moving there? What's the main reason? Can someone explain me? I mean, I can think about certain stuff, maybe the COVID situation, and people appreciate the freedom that Texas probably had around that time, but probably there is something more. Is the economy really booming there? Okay, I'm not sure. So if you can leave me a comment explaining me that, I would be very thankful.
Hard for the cities to keep up, so the traffic jams during rush hour can be a real pain. So what we recommend is, you're a place like Austin or San Antonio or wherever, park your car and you just Uber around places. It'll make it a lot easier for you, or take a taxi or whatever, because the parking and all these things can be a bit much. Now, my second don't for you is, when you are coming around here and you are driving around, don't forget to look out your windows. I know it sounds silly. Well, Mark, of course I look out my window, I'm driving. No, what I'm saying is, look around. You're going to see so much of Texas. Yes, you will see some longhorns out there. You will go through the hill country, maybe stop at Fredericksburg and see the German history there. And you go around the plains in the north. I mean, you have such varied beauty here in Texas. That's one of those things like, man, that looks like a cute town. Maybe I'm going to get off the highway. Maybe I'm going to go over and check some stuff.
Yeah, for me, what can be so fun going to Texas is, maybe I would actually have fun in cities like Austin that I assume are quite big. But the small towns, I think you can meet. Man, I don't know. Maybe I'm a bit naive on this, but I think you can meet such amazing people, experience Texas in such a different way than just going to a big city. But honestly, I apply this logic even if I go to New York. I know if I go to New York, the city, I mean, it's probably the most famous city in the world. But probably there is parts of New York that you can explore that, you can move around much easier and stuff like that. I don't know. I never went to America, what I know, right, my friends? But I wonder.
Definitely do that. Go see the beauty of this state, because it's great. Now, my third don't for you actually deals with Buc-ee's, this place behind me. And that is, when you're driving around, you're probably going to be like, man, we got to get gas, we got to get something to eat, what should we do? And a lot of people get kind of scared of gas stations and big truck stops kind of like this. Dude, don't be that way. Don't skip out on going to Buc-ee's or one of these huge places where you can go. And Buc-ee's is hilarious because it's kind of like Field & Stream and Walmart and a really, really nice gas station had a baby together. The baby was born here in Texas, and everything is Texas. And okay. Buc-ee's, I mean...
The food on Buc-ee's, I thought was quite good, honestly. I would love to go to Buc-ee's. And I like the idea of that gas station / store. I think it's an amazing one.
It's a really cool place to go. But don't skip out on that, because you will have to use these. And the thing is Texans have a lot of pride. And that pride shows in the cleanliness of the state, the nice things that are Texas.
I actually wonder why Buc-ee's never expanded outside of Texas, because this seems like a great idea that, that could be very successful in a lot of different states in America, right?
Will enjoy, and people put the pride into and make it nicer. So yes, you can get a nice brisket sandwich inside a truck stop.
Yeah, baby.
Well, Buc-ee's at least. Also, get the beaver nuggets. They're awesome, by the way. And that kind of leads into my next don't for you. Don't skip out on the local shops and the local produce and local products here in Texas. Yes, you have places like Buc-ee's you can go see that's really just here. You have H-E-B, which is a grocery store chain you can have here in Texas. It's based in San Antonio. And you get a lot of things that are really, really Texas-y. Yes, there is Whataburger. There's one right across there. I know Whataburger is kind of...
Okay, so Whataburger is also just in Texas, right? Man, I would love to try this one.
Expanded, but it's got a little special place in my heart when I'm in Texas, because what a burger should be. Sorry, it's just memories back in childhood. But there's so much Texas stuff you can have when you are here. So do take that in and get that Texasness. If you're here in the fall,
Okay, shameless, I know, but I never tried Dr. Pepper in my life. And look, I had a lot of debates already in my comment section in multiple videos. But the one you guys really went crazy was people arguing that Dr. Pepper is the best Coke, other people saying is the worst. And I was like, oh my God, now I'm not even sure, because some people say it. You know what? Forget about Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Dr. Pepper is the way to go. Other people go, no chance. Dr. Pepper tastes like medicine. No chance. 100% Coca-Cola. Other people, 100% Dr. Pepper. So, let's finish this debate. Can we all agree with that? Put one in the chat if you think Dr. Pepper is the best soda. Put two if you think it's Coca-Cola or Pepsi. But basically, the others. Because I'm really curious.
Sure, I mean, go hit up a football game. Look, Sunday, they're watching the Cowboys. Yeah, maybe Houston, Texas, but no. I've been a Cowboys fan since I was a kid, so I gotta go for them. On Saturdays, you got college football. Just pick the closest college near you. You have a great time. Friday nights, yes, the kids are playing high school football that night. So you do have those things, so go out and...
Oh, actually, so I almost feel bad for this, but I forgot to say one thing. One of my reasons to go to Texas is I would love to experience college football. That seems like a great time. Oh, man.
Enjoy those Texas-only things. Don't skip out on it. Don't think, oh, I'm going to go to In-N-Out Burger. Well, that's California, man. Hit Whataburger when you're in Texas, all right? And speaking of those Texas-only things, my next don't for you is don't drink non-Texas beer. Look, The beer in Texas is fantastic. There was a lot of German immigrants that actually came here and settled in Texas. So, the Wiener Schnitzel that you have in Germany and Austria, well, you got chicken fried steak here, right? It's great. But they didn't just bring their fried, tasty foods and the collages and stuff like that from the Czech Republic and things like that. What you got that's really good is the beer. And when you're going around Texas, you'll have not just microbreweries, but you have local breweries that make Texas beer, and it is really, really, really good. I mean, they took that traditional.
Okay, I like beer with friends, but I'm not saying I don't think I'm a crazy beer guy to be honest. So I would not even be able to see why this is good or bad. Even with wine, I'm like that. Sometimes my wife buys a bit expensive wine, and with my friends, I'm like, this okay. I can see why this is more expensive. In reality, I can't, to be totally transparent. But with beer, probably the same thing. Even with whiskeys, at one point, I was trying a lot of different ones. And I was realizing, stop it. You are not that guy. I don't know the difference between anything. I mean, I can see the difference, but I never cannot see why is this more expensive than that. For me, it's difficult, being quite frank. But I really like food, for example.
From Germany and brought it here, so you will drink well. And I know, I'm not saying drink Lone Star, okay? Like I tell with Lone Stars, Lone Star tastes good after you've had 4 or 5 of the other good Texas beers, then Lone Star's fantastic. But go and try other stuff, and probably if you're not in Texas right now, if you want to have a Texas beer, go buy a Shiner Bock. They sell that throughout the U.S. That'll give you a taste, but that's not even probably one of the top 10 that are here. There's so many good things from Austin, San Antonio, all over. Go enjoy the local beers here. Don't skip out on that. And I know it's funny that I'm talking about beer when I'm outside of a gas station, but don't drink and drive when you are here, but do enjoy the good local beers, okay? So there's a good start to our don'ts. Now, I know seeing a gas station, even a cool one like Buc-ee's, probably isn't what you're looking for when you're thinking, Mark, where are you filming in Texas? Well, let's go see a little bit different places here in Texas to finish off our don'ts of Texas. So now we're here in San Antonio. This is actually my favorite city to come to in Texas. And we're here on the Riverwalk. And yes, the Riverwalk is more than just the downtown part. It goes through the city. It is really kind of a cool thing. And my next don't for you for when you come to Texas is don't forget to mind your manners, because the Texans won't forget. Look, the people.
Okay, this one I feel comfortable because I feel like I respect everyone, and I feel like I would adapt quite easy to this. I always thank you, sir. Maybe I have to tweak my English a bit. Sometimes can be a bit direct, I would assume. Not because I'm that type of person, it's just my English that is a bit limited compared with you guys, as you can imagine. But actually in one video I end up asking you guys if my English is something that you guys can understand well. And 99% of you guys said yes. There was one guy that I don't understand a single word. I was like, oh man, that's bad. But 99% of you guys said no, it's totally fine. And I think I would be able to move well in America.
People here are super friendly, they're super nice, and when all these people move to Texas, they kind of get that niceness as well. And that means when you come here as a tourist, don't forget your pleases, your thank yous, holding that door for that young lady or that old man or that young man or somebody with the kids. You're going to be practicing your manners when you are.
I already do that in my country, so.
Are here, so don't.
And to be honest, not saying this because he's saying that we have to have manners, but a lot of my friends, frankly, they don't have this, and I think that's a problem.
Don't forget that. Look, the pleases, the thank yous, the howdy y'alls, these kind of things, they're legitimate here. People will help you out, and believe me, the locals will tell you, no, don't go to this barbecue place, go to that barbecue place. For the best puppy tacos in San Antonio, go to Henry's, don't go downtown to the Riverwalk. They're going to tell you everything you want to know in a friendly way. So make sure when you are here, you do practice the kindness and friendliness of Texas. So yes. And my next don't for you is don't think that Texas is kind of like the deep South, because a lot of people put like, oh, Georgia, Alabama, Texas, they're all the South, they're all the same. No, Texas is its own thing completely. I mean, it was its own country for a little while, and you.
Oh, okay. Actually, this is new for me. I thought Texas was the deep South. Oh man. Okay. So Alabama is deep South, Louisiana is deep South, but not Texas. I don't get it.
You can tell that when you are here. It's a huge state with a lot of different kind of Texan culture kind of stuff. And yes, there are some things that kind of pass from the South to here. You know, people are really friendly, like I said, and there's a lot of similar foods, the barbecue and stuff like that. but it has a different vibe to when you're here. So don't think, oh, this is the Southeast, the deep South. No, no, this is Texas when you are here. And I guess the thing I'll tell you is when you're looking at the don'ts, remember I talked about barbecue is...
So I know I ask a lot of questions and I pause too much before you even put the comment, but what are the states you guys consider deep South? Please leave a comment also for that if possible.
Here as well. Well, in the Southeast, it's more pork, you know, pulled pork and stuff like that.
Oh, I
Lots
like
of things
that.
like that. Oh, no, no.
Oh,
Here,
yeah, that
don't
looks
eat the pork
100%
what you
good.
want to eat is the brisket, the beef.
Don't eat pork barbecue. Oh man, why? I love... Okay, let's run it back because I have to understand this point. Man, I love pork barbecue.
Pork with a barbecue. What you want to eat is the brisket, the beef. So you're going to have beef.
But I will eat both. So no problem, right?
Brisket, beef ribs, maybe, okay, you can have some sausage and stuff like that, but it's really a brisket-based barbecue when you are here, so don't get the pork, get the brisket, okay? And that kind of...
Okay, well, I mean, but pulled pork is something that you guys do so well that I would love also to try it.
Leads to the next thing is, don't forget to come hungry when you come to Texas.
I'm always hungry, no worries about that.
Because remember that old saying, everything's bigger in Texas? Well, the portion sizes, they go along right with that. And so when you get your chicken fried steak, yeah, it's going to be nice and big. When you're going to get your brisket, oh, maybe get a pound or two of brisket. You're going to have a lot of food, a lot of great food, a lot of stuff here, and it's going to fill you up. And yes, if you can find a Frito pie, which the Frito chips, you know, like tortilla chip kind of things, where they put the chili and the cheese on it, yes, have that. You will be filled up and tasty, fully,
I feel like this is great advice.
Engorged while you are here. The chicken fried steak, man, when it's this big, you can't have enough of it. So that's why I always say is don't forget to come hungry, because you will leave completely full and stuffed, because, man, everything's bigger in Texas, especially the food. And with that food, if you see a line outside of a place, don't be scared to wait in that line, because the food here is great and the locals know what's great. So they're going to be waiting in line to get the best barbecue.
Yeah, this makes a lot of sense. If there is a line, a lot of times that's actually a good sign.
And the best Tex-Mex, the best food that you can have, the best food trucks in different places. So you see the line, don't worry about it, go get it and enjoy some food that way. Some other don'ts I have for the food when you are here, don't forget the queso. Look, in Texas, queso is not just cheese dip, it's like a way of life. It's something you have to have. And I know I've been with people here in Texas, they say, oh, we need to get the queso. And they're like, why? I don't want queso, let's get something else. I'm like, no, you don't understand. You had to have the queso when you're here. The cheese and the pico de gallo in it, and it's stirred up, and the tasty, and the spices in it. Oh, it's so good.
I believe it. I love queso.
So make sure you don't say no to that queso, because believe me,
no
when you
worries.
go places and restaurants, they're like, oh, do you want some queso and chips? Yes, you do. Okay?
Oh yeah.
And the thing is, my next don't is don't stop with the queso. Look, I told you, don't forget to come hungry, but also don't skip out on the Tex-Mex when you are here. There's a ton of great Tex-Mex restaurants in pretty much any city you go to. You're going to eat well when you have it.
So Tex-Mex is basically Texan food with Mexican influence, I'm assuming.
And for example, there's some local specialties as well. Here in San Antonio, the puffy tacos, you got to have when you are here.
The puffy tacos, I'm not sure if that's my thing. I have to say it, but okay.
So make sure, load up on that queso and the Tex-Mex. You can't go wrong with that. So my next don't for you is don't complain about the weather when you come to Texas. Look, Texas in the summer is hot as hell, okay? No one is going to deny you that, okay? So don't complain about it. You know that. You're coming here in July and August? Yes, you will melt. That is how it works. So don't complain about it. But the thing is, I want you to know is, don't forget that Texas actually gets chilly in the wintertime. I mean, we're here in January. Look, I've got my quarter zip on. I have a jacket. It was in the 20s the other night where we were. Yes, sometimes there's some dusting of snow in Texas. I know, you think Texas, it's always sunny and hot every day. No, don't think that way. Make sure you are actually, checking the weather forecast before you come. Do the 10-day forecast. Make sure that if you do need to bring a sweater or a jacket, you're ready to go so you can get those. Okay? You're going to need...
So I think it's smart to not go to Texas in the summer. Let's be real. Probably, if it's really that hot, I will struggle.
That occasionally at night, especially in the winter months. Now, my next don't for you is when you do come to Texas, don't...
The thing is, a lot of amazing things happen in summer. right? A lot of crazy events and stuff like that, like road use. I don't know, maybe I actually should go on summer.
Skip the sights. I know I've talked about driving all over the state, and I've talked about eating at places like Buc-ee's and Tex-Mex and Puffy Tacos and drinking the local beer, and I haven't got into the really amazing sites that are all over Texas. Yes, going to Austin and going to South Congress and seeing the cool shops there, and going to Rainy Street and drinking up there, or going to Dallas, or going to Houston, going to the coast and the Padre Island, all these kind of things. There's so many cool things to see, but there's cool sights as well. And San Antonio is probably my favorite for that. And the thing is, you all have heard about the Alamo, right? Remember the Alamo? Well, don't forget it. Visit it when you are here. But it's not actually the coolest site in San Antonio. The coolest sites to see when you are here are the Spanish missions, okay? Go and check those out. And you go around the state, there's really good museums. And thing is, this state has had a lot of money throughout the years. So you've got really good art galleries in Austin and Dallas and San Antonio. You can get all kinds of, art you can check out in galleries. And so go out and enjoy that. And don't think it's just barbecue and beer when you are here. It is so much more. And the thing is, with those cool sites and cool food, it's actually brought in.
So there is a museum about Western history, because I would love to see that.
A lot of people from the rest of the United States to live in Texas. And so I guess my next don't I'll have for you is if you're in a city like San Antonio, or especially Austin, or maybe Dallas, and you meet somebody there, don't be surprised if they're not a local. You have a lot of people from all over the U.S. that have moved here. And so meeting an actual Austinite in Austin is like, oh wow, I thought you weren't real. I thought you were a unicorn. Because you do have all these people moving around and coming here, and that's what's made it really cool. Anyway, those are just some of the fun little don'ts that I have for visiting Texas. What are some of the don'ts that you have for visiting Texas? It really is a great place. We've really enjoyed it. The people are fantastic. Amazing food, amazing drink, amazing times, art, culture, all kinds of stuff. And it's not what you think Texas is going to be. Come and explore and learn for yourself, because you will enjoy it. So I'll say bye from San Antonio, and y'all enjoy Texas. Bye. Oh, little add-on at the end, back to Buc-ee's here. And you'll notice all the Texans you talk to will tell you how clean the bathrooms are at Buc-ee's and how many bathrooms there are. It's kind of like they've all been, kind of taught by Buc-ee's and the tourism of Texas agencies. But it's actually true. There are tons of toilets, and they are really clean. So don't feel bad about having to use the bathroom at a rest stop like Buc-ee's. So it'll be good. So anyway, bye from Texas. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe and like.
Okay, great video actually. I really enjoyed it. I mean, he makes amazing content. It's always a pleasure to watch this stuff. Actually, I have other videos reacting to him on my channel if you want to check that. But yeah, this was amazing to watch, and I'm learning quite a lot. Like always, to be fair. And Texas, what an amazing place. Let's be real. Do not forget to leave a like, my friends. Do not forget to subscribe, to comment, all the good stuff. See you guys next time. Bye.